Mikey, you've talked in the past about unifying titles at 135. Why Adrien Broner? Why at 140?
Well, the title unification matches were not available at 135. They offered and presented a title defense fight against top contenders, but no one really made a big name, big buzz. And when Adrien Broner's name came up, big fight, big show. It's probably the biggest fight of my career till this day. So it made better sense to take on Adrien Broner than do a regular title defense back home. I made it clear that I wanted a 140-pound limit. Adrien Broner is, fighting at 147, 144, 45, all over the place. But I, made it clear that I'd take the fight only at 140, and apparently he took the fight right away. It wasn't really a hassle to negotiate.
This is basically third fight since you've been away for like 2.5 years.
Yes.
Second time in 3 fights, you've moved up in weight. Is there any fear that maybe Mikey Garcia biting off a little more than he can chew and moving up in the weight so quickly?
I don't feel like that at all. I think my skills will allow me to perform even at higher weight. I do feel that 135 is a more natural fit for me right now, and that's why I still plan to coming down to 135 for one of those unification fights that I talked about. But 140 I don't think will be a problem either. I'll make weight more comfortable, and I think I'll carry my speed and power as well. So I think 140 is also a good fit for me.
You led my next question. So do you think the power will carry up to 140?
I think I'll carry my power, but it just depends on how much Broner can take. When you look at power and moving up in weight, sometimes it is affected, but not so much because the fighter loses power. It's more that you're fighting bigger men. You're fighting guys that can take a bigger punch. So apparently it seems like you lost power when it's actually, the opponent that can take a better punch. But I think the reason why I may be the betting favorite and media and fans are picking me over him is due to the fact that he's been inconsistent in his performances. He's had distractions. He's had episodes in his life that he may not be 100% in boxing, and in a way affect his performance. And me, even though I'm back after a long layoff, only my third fight back, but I've always been consistent, and I think that's why fans think that that's gonna benefit me and help me in this fight.
What specifically in the ring gives you your biggest confidence in this fight?
IQ, ring IQ, my patience, my timing will allow me to really dictate the pace, dictate the range, that distance, the timing to attack, timing to retreat, timing to defend. All those things I think really benefit me. And I've seen Adrien have problems with fighters when they attack him. I've seen Adrien have problems when anybody just throws punches at him. Throw that, timing and ring generalship that I have and IQ, I think that really gives me the upper hand.
One of your good friends, who's trained by your brother, Marcos Maidana, beat Adrien Broner. But he also told you guys that Adrien Broner was probably the hardest guy he fought and probably the biggest puncher that he's fought. And one of the reasons why he's probably not fighting now, he said he took a lot of punishment in that win against Adrien Broner. Does that stay with you when it comes to whether or not you're going to trade with Broner in that fight?
Well, it definitely raises awareness, and it's going to, be something that I got to be careful about. I can't take Adrien Broner lightly. I can't get overconfident and not take it serious. I got to be, aware that a punch, by Adrien Broner could be, hurtful. I don't see that being the dictating, the factor that, finishes the fight, but I still got to be careful for that, and that's why we're going to be training and, just got to be sharp and aware of everything. I can't, sleep on it. I can't blink, for a second because it could be one of those punches.
And I'm sure as you gone to sleep sometime, you've pondered, what's going to happen. So why don't you let us know, July 29th at Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York, what's going to happen that night?
Look, I do a lot of visualization. I visualize the fight round by round, minute by minute. I don't see how I'm going to lose. Unless it's by a lucky punch, I I don't see how I can lose. I'm a better fighter. I got better timing, ring IQ. I can also punch. I can box. I can bang. People still haven't even seen, the best of me. They still haven't seen me trade punch. They haven't seen me put pressure on a fighter. They haven't seen me, go on all out attack like that. If I have to do that, I'm ready to do that. July 29th, you might see that side of Mikey Garcia. But in the end, at the end of the night, I win every single time. I do all my visualization and I always win. So I guarantee you I'm going to win.
Good luck.
Thank you.